Virgo, hi. Doing a general reading for Virgo today and using the Llewellyn deck. As it's a general reading, it may not resonate for everyone. If it does resonate for you, I'm doing an extended reading and the information for that is in the box below. Also, I am taking personal reading requests and the information for that's in the box below. And I am on my channel doing weekly readings, weekly love readings as well, and a soulmate and a prosperity reading. All right, so here we go. So I'm starting with the Llewellyn deck, as I said, and I'm using the Celtic Cross layout. I will be clarifying these cards as we go along, and I'll be drawing some cards from the universe from the Wisdom of Avalon to help clarify. Okay. So here we go. Virgo, what's up for Virgo today? All right, we have the Tower as a guide here. Now the Tower is full of surprises for you because it's accompanied by the Sun. So as things start to break down, new things are taking its place. As soon as the old breaks down, there's a new revelation that comes along, and new clarity and new kind of sureness about yourself, new confidence as you move forward into your life, onto this next part of your life. We've got the Temperance card, so being really patient, being clear, being willing to look at things in a really deep way, and staying and moving away from any conflict or any kind of kind of war zone, and moving towards more and more moving towards a sense of harmony in your life. As you move towards this path, it's the Queen of Wands, and this isn't a male or female card. The Kings and Queens are not gender cards. They're just, they're energies that are in all of us. So moving towards being on your path and embracing all of the things that you have grown to be. And this is for your whole life. This isn't just for the last while. So it's a really expansive part of you that's showing up on this path. Very hardly, hard fought, because this is like the wounded warrior. And now wondering, what do I do next? What do I do with all this growth? Where do I take it? and then, as I say, taking it on this path. And I think once you're on this path and you feel like you're on your way to where you're fulfilling the Nine of Cups, which is your heart's desire, which is on you. And intuitively, I think that's where that information will come from. When that happens, you're going to look at it and you won't be so skeptical, and you'll say, okay, I get it. I have changed. I have grown. I am in a different life. And that's when the reality will cut in, because that's where the intuition around fulfilling your heart's desire comes from. It comes, that way. And being guided by the star. And I see a lot of healing having taken place here too. And I see, you as a Virgo, this is time for you if you, lining up with the stars here. We've got the moon here showing up in terms of revealing a lot of hidden things that kind of were in your soul, in your spirit, about what marriage and what commitment and what the future of, building that in your life actually look like. So stirring the soul that way to really come up with a clearer vision of that, and then be able to look at the world out there and look at how that can come about, and being ready for that to come your way, being ready for different opportunities now to come your way, and not feeling defensive and not feeling inadequate or not feeling afraid, but actually embracing it and inviting it in. Because with the Ace of Swords showing up, I do feel like you're pretty clear about, you've got the Four of Swords showing up here too. You're clear about this vision that you have or have had in the past, when things were kind of like, felt kind of destitute and you were alone, sort of thing. And then a vision came and you started seeing a possibility for you for the future. And that's where the Ace of Swords comes in, is moving and being clear and getting focused and embracing the energy of that new possibility of building a whole new sense of stability in your life with a solid foundation with the Four of Pentacles. You got the Emperor and the Five of Cups showing that in there. So the Emperor is that part of you that has taken control, like you're taking charge of your life, of the situation within you, and you're letting go of the past, and you're building, as I say, this solid foundation. Now, one of the issues with the Emperor that's going to show up at some point, and I've seen it in your other readings, is the heart opening, which I don't see too much here happening yet. I have seen it in, showing up for you, but it's still dealing a lot with the pain from the past. Even though you're letting a lot of it go, it's still there, and I think it's still there for you to look at, with the Two of Wands showing up, and try and see through it, to where it's leading you to this new path for you. And then starting to put that energy out into the world, like communicating it. Can start communicating to people, to about this new path that you have this vision for, and inviting people to come in it with you, right? Where you're starting to actually create it. Remember I said once it's created, you'll realize that you actually have grown, and you actually have come out of this with a lot of clarity. Then you've got the Page of Cups in your subconscious, and the Page of Pentacles. So just the very beginning to see how you're getting a little bit more comfortable with passion and with emotion again, and feeling like there's new ideas coming around, around worldly things, and how things can keep moving and advancing. But it's just at a page now, so we've also got the Devil showing up in there, so there's still a lot of fear, a lot of doubt, a lot of insecurities, questioning yourself, falling into fear, overcoming it, but then looking at the reality of yourself as the Queen of Pentacles, and looking around, as I said, and realize that you have built and you are building a solid foundation. So just kind of combating issues as they come up, and try to creep in there again, because you've still got the Ten of Swords showing up here on you, and the Three of Swords. So a lot of heartbreak goes a long ways back with the Ten of Swords. So looking at childhood issues, looking at relationship issues, and at the same time recognizing that you are here, and you've grown, and you've survived, and you want to move slowly back into emotional, but I don't see you doing it quite yet. Then you've got the King of Wands in a position of what you want, and the Balance card. So you want to balance out between your kind of left and right hemispheres. You want to be on your path, but you want to make sure you're taking care of business. You're taking care of the worldly things. That's really important to you right now, to create that balance. Because the balance is with Pentacles. So it's really balancing out your sense of equilibrium, and your sense of stability, in your world. Then you've got the Five of Swords showing up. So that's a big progress, moving away from conflict. Not wanting, and we had this here too with the Seven of Swords. So you've got the Five of Swords and the Seven of Swords. So a lot of movement that way, in terms of not wanting to ever be in inner conflict or outer conflict situation. Okay, Virgo, I'm going to leave it at that. We'll take a look at in the extended reading what that's going to look like for you in terms of walking away from conflict, and see where this is all going. I don't see other people in your life yet. They may be there, but they're not showing up in this reading. I just see you intuitively embracing, as I say, this move towards fulfilling your heart's desire. Okay, I'm going to draw a card from the universe on that, and we've got the Bard. So this is about music, poetry, history, and the enchantment of storytelling, right? So this is about believing in magic again, and believing in beauty, and believing in love stories, and believing in, that life is very enchanting. It's not all about just creating like a safe, secure environment for yourself. Okay, I'm going to let you go, and I'll see you in the extended, or I'll see you next week.